Yeah. I just needed a break from everything. Didn't know this weekend would change my life. Pulled up to the hotel, rain falling on the side. Told the clerk my name. He said, "Sir, you're right on time." But the way he looked at me, man, something felt off. Keys to room 409 with a nervous little call. Walking through the hallway, suitcase dragging on the floor. Heard shouting from 410 like somebody slammed the door. I thought maybe it's a couple having one of those fights. Didn't know that noise would haunt me for the rest of the night. But I brushed it off, just wanted peace of mind. Didn't know what was waiting in room 409. Room 409, where the trouble begins. Didn't come here for drama, but the danger walked in. Thought I left my problems back at home behind. Didn't know they followed me to room 409. Room 409, oh, room 409. Locked the door behind me, tried to settle in slow. TV glowing blue, playing some late night show. But the air felt heavy like somebody had been here. Shadow on the wall made my heartbeat shift gears. Tried to shake the feeling, but it crawled up my spine. Something in this room wasn't sitting right with mine. I laid on the bed and tried closing my eyes, but the sound from next door turned into terrified cries. And I whispered, "Lord, what did I step inside?" Didn't know what was waiting in room 409. Room 409, where the trouble begins. Didn't come here for drama, but the danger walked in. Thought I left my problems back at home behind. Didn't know they followed me to room 409. Room 409, oh, room 409. Yeah. That was just the start. I should have turned around, but it was already too late. In room 409.
Could've sworn I was dreaming till I heard that sound. Middle of the night, I woke up to a click. Someone at my door moving real quiet, real quick. Heart started racing like it knew before I knew. Tiptoed to the people just to get a little view. Ain't nobody out there, just an empty hallway. Lights flickering slow like they were trying to say, "Get out while you can." But my curiosity grew till I saw something strange right in front of 410's door. A woman's heel lying there in the pale moonlight. And that's when everything spiraled that night. Room 409, now the mystery's deep. Didn't know the secrets this hotel keeps. Shadow in the hallway, cold chills down my spine. And it all went wrong between 404 and 409. 409, 409. I picked up the heel, felt the leather in my hand. Then a loud voice shouted, "Hey you," that's my friends. Out of nowhere came a man with a furious drive. Security behind him saying, "Sir, step aside." I tried to explain, somebody tried my door. He said, "We got disturbance calls before you even came here." Before I checked in, that made no sense at all. Why'd they act like they've been waiting for my fall? Something wasn't right, felt a target on my life. And the night was only warming up to strike. Room 409, now the danger's awake. Every step I took felt like a big mistake. Didn't know the truth had crossed some invisible line when the hill showed up between 4 and 2. Back to my room, locked the door tight, but I could feel eyes watching me all night. Room 409.
Back in the room, door locked, heart still racing. Something wasn't right about any of this. Soon as they let me go, I walked back to 409. Hands still shaking from the nonsense in that line. Tried to calm my breathing, tried to clear my mind, but the silence in the room felt like a warning sign. Then I heard it, a sound that didn't belong to me. A phone ringing low from somewhere I couldn't see. Not my ringtone, not my style, not my tone. The sound was coming from underneath the bed alone. I dropped to my knees with a whisper, Lord, why? Pulled the phone out and my soul damn near died. Cause the screen lit up with a message inside. Meet me in for Tony, I left everything in 409. Now I knew this wasn't random, wasn't just bad timing. Somebody planned this whole thing around. Room 409, 409, oh 409. Stared at that burner phone, cold metal in my hand. Felt like I stepped into somebody else's plan. Why me? Why this room? Why tonight? Questions swirling around like a storm taking flight. Then the footsteps return, two sets this time. Whispers outside saying, oh, fall right in line. I froze where I stood, gripping that phone tight, hoping they walked past and didn't try to ignite. I backed from the door, heart racing in overtime. Who left this phone and why 409? Cause the screen lit up with a message inside. Meet me in for Tiny, I left everything in 409. Now the truth wasn't hiding, it was standing right behind. Someone set a trap and centered it on 409, 409, oh 409, 409. Was it the clerk? Was it the man in the hall? Was it the woman whose heel made the call? Or was it someone I knew from a whole other life, pulling me back into trouble overnight? I didn't want to go, but I couldn't stay behind. So I walked toward the door with the phone in my hand, headed straight for 4 tones from room 409. Room 409. I should have left. I should have never opened that door. But curiosity'll kill a man quicker than fear ever will. Phone in my hand, I crept down the hallway slow, lights buzzing overhead with that eerie broken glow. Every step I took felt louder than before, like the whole hotel was breathing behind every door. Stopped it for a Tony, heart pounding in my ear. Tried the handle gently, clicked open without fear. Didn't know whether to step in or turn away, but something pulled me in like destiny. Had to say, room pitch black, just the TV flicker on the wall. Something waiting on the bed like it was meant to be found. Cause there it was, a black briefcase with my initials on the top, sitting on the sheets like time had come to stop. Why would something with my name be in for? shaking with fear, wondering if I even wanted to know what was in here. Soon as my fingers touched it, the doorknob turned slow. Two shadows in the hallway, whispering real low. I ducked behind the curtain, barely breathing in, praying whoever entered wouldn't hear the panic in my skin. Door open wide, two voices stepped inside. One angry, one cold, both talking like I'd already died. Voice one, did he find the phone yet? Doesn't matter, he's already in the trap. That's when my whole world snapped. 'Cause the briefcase with my initials on top wasn't a mistake, wasn't left by a cop. Someone knew I'd check in, knew the room, knew the time, and every step I took was part of someone else's design. In 14, the truth was waiting for 409's guess me. My breath fogged the curtain, my knees hit the floor. Trying not to panic, trying not to lose control. Who were these people? Why were they speaking my name? How long had this plan been building before I came? The taller one said, after tonight he won't be a problem anymore. And the other replied, once he opens the case, he's finished. I knew then, getting out alive would be the next war between 410 and room 409. My heart was beating louder than the footsteps in their room. I knew one wrong breath and it was over. From behind that curtain, I could see the shadows move. Two dark figures pacing like they had something to prove. They stood over the briefcase, whispering low and tight, talking about a plan they were finishing tonight. One opened the case, but the angle blocked my view. All I heard was it's all here now, all we need is you. Chills crawled up my spine like spiders in the night. Whatever was inside the case wasn't meant for my eyes. I held my breath, praying they wouldn't hear. But destiny don't whisper, it screams when danger's near. So I slipped out the window, trying not to make a sound, landing on the narrow ledge as the cold wind pushed me down. Looked to the parking lot below, and that's when I froze. A black SUV waiting with its headlights low. Inside sat a figure holding a photograph of me, walking into the hotel like they know my every move. And that's when it finally hit me, this wasn't coincidence, they came here tonight to take me. I crept along the ledge, barely gripping to the wall, hearing the door open behind me, hearing one of them call. Checked the hallway, he couldn't have gone far, but I was outside now, staring straight at that car. The person in the SUV lifted the photo slow, pressed it to the window just so I would know. The picture was stamped with a time I couldn't deny, taken hours before I booked my stay that night. Someone had been watching me long before I arrived, proof staring right at me from that passenger side. So I crouched on that ledge, feeling fear crawl up my spine, realizing this whole thing was a setup by whispered to myself, how did they know I'd be in room 409? And the SUV engine slowly started to growl. The hunt had begun. The hunt had begun. The wind was howling, my fingers slipping from that ledge, and below me, danger waiting with the engine running. Clinging to the ledge, I felt the cold biting my skin. Inside the room they were shouting, check again. One voice said he couldn't vanish. We locked every door, but they didn't know I was hanging off the 4th floor. The SUV below rolled a few feet forward slow, driver leaning out the window like they wanted me to know this ends tonight. I could feel it in the stare, like a predator waiting for its prey to fall right in the snare. My grip was weakening, time running thin between the killers inside and the ones waiting beneath me again. So I climbed toward the fire escape, slipping every step, praying to God, don't let this be my last breath. But just as I reached the railing, a voice behind me cried, there he is, he's outside, and a flashlight beamed in my eyes. Now the rooftop was the only place left to run. One wrong move and it's over, and the night had only just begun. I scrambled up the metal ladder, heart thumping like a drum, boots pounding from the window as the hunter started to come. Made it to the roof, cold gravel under my feet, but standing on the far side was a woman I'd seen in my sleep. She held up her hands, whispering, please, you don't know the truth. Her face matched the heel I'd found outside room 420's booth. She said, they're not who you're thinking, they're not after you alone. But before she could finish, another voice cut through the tone. You should have talked to him. A red laser sight slid across the night, pointing straight at me again. I ducked behind a vent as a shot cracked the air, sparks flying off the metal, dust everywhere. The woman screamed, run, but there was nowhere to hide, just an empty rooftop and death closing in from both sides. 409 had turned into a battlefield in disguise. My mind raced, who was she? Why'd she know my name? Why'd she say the truth would put us both in the frame? Footsteps got louder, another flashlight glare, voices closing in as the killers climbed the stairs. I backed up to the edge, wind whipping through my clothes, 3 figures rising from the rooftop door, and the SUV spotlight turning upward below. The woman grabbed my hand and whispered, if you wanna live, jump. I stared at the darkness below and said, God,